Our 10-day Alaska cruise out of San Francisco was filled with a lot of great experiences and a few that weren't so great. I want to tell you all about it. I'm Jeff. This is Backroads Tourist. We flew into San Francisco on August 4th, 2023, the day before our cruise. After doing a little sightseeing and resting up for the night, we caught a cab to the cruise terminal to start our vacation on the Ruby Princess. Normally the check-in process is fast and easy, but in San Francisco, it seemed very disorganized. I'm not going to go into great detail on this, but there was a big lack of communication and it was a big crowded mess. We got through it though, and we made our way to our very unusual cabin. I did a video on this cabin earlier, so if you want more information on it, check out that video. It was on the Lido deck, which is one of the top decks on the ship, and it was at the very front of the ship. Now, we weren't sure if we were going to like this location or not, but it turned out to be a really nice cabin in a location that we ended up enjoying. It was also right next to a secret doorway that led to a viewing area on top of the bridge. We spent a lot of time in this area during the cruise because it was never very crowded, and it offered fantastic views. We also went here as we sailed away to take in the once-in-a-lifetime experience of sailing under the Golden Gate Bridge. One of the drawbacks, though, was this. Yeah, it was windy enough to blow the stripe off a skunk. Still, sailing under the bridge was pretty cool. The next 2 days were sea days, and my wife and I spent our time exploring the ship, taking in some free entertainment in the piazza, and of course, eating. There was always something fun to do, and we were never bored. At night, we'd go to the theater to see the shows, and after the shows, we'd usually pop into the casino to try our luck a little bit. Oh yeah, we also had the drink package, so we had to make sure we took advantage of that. On our 4th day, we were in Ketchikan. Now, I like Ketchikan. It's a shopper's paradise. We didn't have any excursions planned, so we just sort of played it by ear. We wandered around town and made our way to Creek Street, where we saw thousands of salmon, as well as this harbor seal who was just swimming around enjoying the day. On a whim, we took a trolley tour that took us around town and then to a fish hatchery where we were told there was a really good chance we were going to see some bears. Well, we didn't, but we did get to see an eagle or two. When we got back, we had just enough time to watch the lumberjack show, and for some reason, my wife seemed to enjoy this show a little bit more than I did. The next day, we were in Haines. We had some time to kill before our planned excursion, so we took a free shuttle into town and visited the Hammer Museum. And I have to tell you, I like this museum a lot more than I thought I would. I never knew there were so many different kinds of hammers, and some of them are just plain weird. They have over 1,500 hammers on display and over 2,000 more in storage because they just don't have the room to display them. It was really pretty awesome. After the museum, having lunch, doing some shopping, and meeting a guy who punched a bear in the nose, we went on our excursion, a visit to the Chrishell Wildlife Park. This ranks as one of my favorite excursions ever. We got up close and personal to wolves, owls, mink, reindeer, a grizzly bear, and so much more. I even had the chance to pet a porcupine. Hey, if you like animals, I can highly recommend this excursion. The next day we were in Juneau and we had another exciting excursion planned. Today we went to a dog sledding summer camp. Dog mushing, also known as dog sledding, is the state sport of Alaska, and in the summer the dogs keep in shape by working out in these camps. The highlight of the visit was climbing into one of these carts and getting pulled by a team of dogs. This was a ton of fun, and we'd certainly recommend this excursion too. Oh, by the way, after the ride, we were given the chance to cuddle a puppy or two, which was a big bonus. When we got back to the ship, the dog sledding theme continued with a talk by Libby Riddles, the first woman to win the Iditarod dog sled race in 1985. After her talk, we had a chance to meet her, talk to her, and have her autograph one of her children's books for our granddaughter. The following day, Friday, was one of the highlights of the cruise, a visit to Glacier Bay. Only 2 cruise ships per day are allowed into Glacier Bay, and we were one of the lucky ones. We spent a lot of time in our special viewing area on top of the bridge, and we saw eagles, seals, and lots of otters. But the star of the show was the Margerie Glacier, and I just happened to be filming when this happened. Hey fellow cruise fans, if you could do me a favor and click that subscribe button down there, I would really appreciate it. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. It means a lot to me to have you along. And if you've ever been to Alaska, or never been to Alaska, or have ever even heard of Alaska, please give this video a thumbs up so that it stands a better chance of getting recommended to others. The day after Glacier Bay was Saturday, and we spent the day in Prince Rupert, British Columbia. We didn't really find any excursions that tripped our trigger here, so we just spent some time walking around the touristy shopping area near the port. Prince Rupert has been named the rainiest city in Canada with an average of 240 rainy days per year, but we lucked out. We had a pretty nice day for our visit. It was a good chance to get off the ship, stretch our legs a little bit as we walked around this charming town, and we did get to see an eagle or two during our visit. After Prince Rupert, we spent 2 more days at sea on our way back to San Francisco. Now, just like our last sea days, there were plenty of activities to keep us entertained both day and night. I really think that's one of the things I love most about cruising. You can design your vacation to fit your lifestyle. If you want to constantly be doing activities, you can do that. Or if you just want to sit back and relax by the pool with a drink in your hand, you have that option too. The first night at sea was a formal night. Now, you aren't required to get dressed up for dinner, but my wife and I usually do. After dinner, we had an invitation to the captain's party, and that was really nice too. Monday, August 14th was our final full day at sea, and it was a foggy one. Not much to see outside, so we spent our time enjoying the activities in the piazza, spending some more time in the casino, and utilizing our drink package. We also had to carve out some time to do the most dreaded thing you need to do on a cruise: packing your suitcases and putting them out in the hallway for pickup that night. The next day, we went through the disembarkation process with no problem at all. We found our suitcases in the terminal and headed to our shuttle bus to take us to the airport. Now, remember how getting on the ship on day 1 was a hassle? Well, the shuttle was an even bigger nightmare. The driver dropped us off at a terminal and assured us it was the right one for our airline. Well, we soon found out it wasn't. About a dozen of us had to walk over a mile and take an airport train to get to the proper terminal. Now, he didn't say it, but I think he didn't drop us off at the proper place because Alaska Airlines was being picketed and he just wanted to avoid that area. But after all was said and done, we had a great cruise. We saw incredible views, did amazing activities, and met some wonderful people. We enjoy both the food and the entertainment, and as I've mentioned before, the vibe of a Princess cruise ship just fits our lifestyle. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some value in this review of our 10-day Alaska cruise out of San Francisco. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the back roads or on a future cruise.